Okay, with some of this fruit, you're just going to cut it and use it. Now, there's an option. This is called chuo. It's one of the few plums that'll grow in the tropics, even as low as 100 feet, all the way up to the top. There are other plums that'll grow at higher elevations, but this is chuo is 5 types of Prunus mume, and this one, originally from southern China, has come here. Well, it's been here for probably 100 years or so, and it's very good. It's a little sour like now, and if I left it like this for a week, it would soften and taste just like a damson or regular prune plum. But there's a lot of things you can do with this. You just throw them in like that, or put them into the juicer, make plum jelly, put the whole thing, pieces in, make plum jam, plum sauce, plum syrup. It's pretty endless. There's a lot of chefs love these. The other advantage of this plant is that it's a good root stock too for other types of tropical peaches, etc. So it's endless what we can do with that. The same thing is true of loquat and other fruit. If you want to make plum chutney, go for it. If you do that with loquat, you can do that with Mysore peaches. Tropical peaches are rather unique too. Mysore peaches have, well, as you can guess, they were originally from Mysore. Sometimes here they're called Ceylon peaches. And there's a few blemishes sometimes. Sometimes the tips ripen before the rest of it. You want it a little firm. And again, it depends on what you want to make. So like a regular peach, you know, my father always used to peel it like this, and I was always worried about his finger, so I never tend to do that myself. But this is, if I was going to make peach jelly, peach jam, I would just cut them like that. Take out the pit. Usually it's much easier to grow peaches from cuttings than it is from seeds, so we just take off the pieces. Now, if I put these pieces through the juicer, I got peach juice. In Japan, peach or momo is very popular. It's used to make jello. So you can go to any corner store and buy peach jello, peach yogurt. It's a very popular flavor there. And it's the one thing that for mainland transplants, they always seem to miss peach. And it's hard to get really good tropical peaches here. But every now and then you luck out and you get a really good year for them. And this is, the Mysore or Ceylon peach is different than the ones from Florida. It's much more heat tolerant. So I think one more. And in case you wondered what I'm doing with all these ripe ones, that's going in my yogurt tonight. Or maybe a salad. I haven't quite decided yet. So we'll just quarter these two. You have options, peaches and plums, both tropical versions, juicer, pieces, jams, jellies, and conserves. They go well mixed with finer chopped macadamia nuts into chutneys, or with salsas, peach salsa you can buy at some stores. I rather make my own. Now with tree tomatoes, this is one of the chef's favorite fruits too, because it's unique that it has, it can be sweet or savory. So I tend to put these through a juicer, and I want to keep them liquefy, because the skin is not really edible. Well, it's all edible, but it's not really good. I don't like the seeds. They're kind of hard. So if I put it through the juicer, the seeds, like with lily coil, go out one side and not the other. Some people just like to take out the pulp and use that. But you can see these are little hard, very hard seeds that are in there. But the fruit itself is, hey, you can set them up like dominoes. But they are used on a lot of restaurant plates, and some people will just scoop out the insides with the spoon. Some people will just pop the whole thing and eat it. And you can make it with sugar. A lot of people will take out the insides and take out the seeds, reduce it down, and make a meat sauce. Of course, you can do that with figs too. Mix figs with Merlot or some sort of wine to get an incredible sauce. And last but not least, we have wax jambu. And as you may have gathered, this looks a lot like mountain apples. And its first cousin, this is Syzygium samarkensis. Mountain apple is Syzygium maliensis. And there's another one that we have called Syzygium aqueum, or water apple, which is used in Malaysia. It's given to women after childbirth. You can have a few little tiny water apples or a bottle of Gatorade and get the same electrolyte benefits. So there's a lot of different things that are done with these fruit. They can be put through the processor. You can make applesauce. You can make spiced apple rings. Some have full seeds in them. Some have this little core like a regular apple. There's nothing wrong with, well, that'll just go in a salad tonight. It's just that if I'm going to make mountain apple, or sorry, wax jambu or wax apple rings with this, I'm going to just eat the base and keep it kind of uniformed inside the jar. But this is very sweet, and for me it's much sweeter than mountain apple. Finally, look at that. We finally got a seed. So some people say there's one seed out of 10,000. I haven't found that not to be that accurate, but there is, it is rare to find them. Well, if it's 1 out of 3. Hey, the idea is that you can process almost any of the fruit that we grow in Hawaii a dozen different ways. White sapote is another good example. In fact, the actor Bill Pullman, his favorite thing is to take white sapote, clean out the seeds, wash the skin or cut off bad parts, and he freezes it. He puts it through a masticating juicer with a little honey, and it comes out like soft ice cream. It's amazing. You can do that with any of these. And if you've ever had plum sherbet or ice cream, if you don't want to get an ice cream maker, just freeze it and put it through the machine, and it's just amazingly sweet.